In our headlines this evening, Police High Command says community policing remains key to curbing crime, and staff at the Nevis Craft House acquire new skill. The details are straight ahead. Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Friday, March 6, 2015. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Prime Minister and Minister of National Security, the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris, has reminded officers of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force of their commitment to keep the peace in St. Kitts and Nevis and to protect, help, and reassure residents and visitors of their safety, and to do it with integrity, intact, and with impartiality. Officers of the police force had a familiarization meeting with the Prime Minister on Wednesday, March 4th, at the National Emergency Management Agency, where Prime Minister Harris said his government will provide all the assistance that it can to ensure the integrity of the state. He pledged to give every support to ensure that the officers have the resources they require to effectively and efficiently deliver. The Prime Minister highlighted the need for the people to have confidence in the nation's security agencies. It is important that the good citizens of St. Christopher and Nevis always be able to have their confidence repose in the security institutions of the state of St. Kitts and Nevis, Prime Minister Harris said, whilst asserting that safety must at all times be the agency's top priority. Prime Minister Harris was supported at the meeting by the Honorable Vincent Byron, Attorney General and Minister of Justice and Legal Affairs. In related news, community-centered policing remains key, especially here in Nevis, so notes the Superintendent of Police in the Nevis Division. At the recent Constables Awards ceremony, Superintendent Hilroy Brandy said in 2014, the Nevis Division intensified its community-centered efforts, which proved beneficial.
During 2014, we conducted several community town hall meetings in areas such as Bath, Newcastle, Rollins, and Jessops. We also conducted walkthrough, house-to-house visit. Officers also attended worship with the communities as a group, media awareness, including Crime Stoppers. Several strategic operations such as Operation Dawn, Takedown, Rescue, and Take Back, to name a few. There were daily vehicle checkpoints in all police districts on the island. During the past year, we intensified our visit to the schools with the MAGIC program and to build greater awareness of the impact of crime in our primary and secondary schools.
Brandy says the division also employed alternative working strategies to further curb crime.
The new measures included curtailing of some rest day to have sufficient manpower on the ground to conduct operation, vehicle checkpoints, and patrol, and intensify our intelligence gathering. With all this, we also had to dig deep and remain focused to ensure that the upsurge in crime could not affect the upcoming activities for the year, including the annual school sports meets, the inter-primary, which is dubbed the Mini Olympics, Nevis Round the Island Road Relay, Winfest, and Culturama 40, to name a few. I am pleased to indicate that the division successfully managed all of the above incident-free.
At the close of 2014, the final year of the Nevis Division's 3-year plan, there was a 27% decline in reported crimes compared with 2013. The plans to curb crime in Nevis are devised by the division's strategic planning group, which brings together department managers and supervisors to review methods of operation and come up with strategies for efficient and effective policing in Nevis. As the division moves forward, it will continue to foster community relationships to ensure crime reduction. Meantime, Brandy also made this announcement.
The officers of the Nevis Division continue to excel in the promotion exam. A special thank you to Joseph Liebert, retired Assistant Commissioner of Police, for assisting and tutoring and preparing the officers for the examination.
Chief among the benefits of Caribbean students getting a Caribbean education is that they are preparing themselves within the region to serve the region. So says Tyrone Ali, Deputy Dean of Student Affairs at the Mona campus of the University of the West Indies, UWI. Ali was part of a 3-member delegation which visited the island on Wednesday to recruit prospective students.
I want you to know, even right now, all of you qualify for funding. You're not a university student yet. But of course, you would have done well in CSEC already, right? Once you maintain your grades and keep, you could get a scholarship on merit. And a scholarship is an all-expense-paid scholarship. Full tuition, they put you in housing, they feed you, and you even have a stipend, right, to spend.
Student recruitment officer Nigel Bradshaw was also part of the delegation.
Everyone here has math and English at CSEC, I'm assuming. Right, I like the way everybody is done, right? And then you're doing at least 3 CAPE subjects, Unit 1s and Unit 2s, right? Right, so definitely with combination of those two, I am positive that there's room for you at our campuses of the University of West Indies. Be aware of the fact that the government has invested in you at CAPE in the hope that you will be looking at tertiary education that will be able to advance the future of Nevis, St. Kitts and Nevis, the Caribbean, and also to the globe, right? If you come to our campuses too, to let your parents know, the money that you get for the first airfare, one-way airfare into Trinidad or into Barbados or into Jamaica, if you go into those campuses, will be refunded to you.
Bradshaw also reminded the students of the opportunity for distance education available through the UWI Open Campus site.
Don't overlook the fact too that you can still study at the open campus, right? And be able to maximize the opportunity to work and study at the same time. What they offer is limited in terms of the fact that it's all online and it's in 2 faculties, either humanities and education or in social sciences. But it does allow for persons to be able to save money. In fact, I found out earlier this morning, your government encourages you to stay at home and study by paying a large percentage of that tuition fee, right? At the open campus. So it's very affordable for Nevisians and for Kittitians, right? It's something I think, if it is that your finances are not going to be agreeable for you to go abroad, right? And you're interested in the area, in what they have at the open campus, study online, you should definitely look at it.
The 3rd member of the UWI delegation was Deputy Dean of Distance and Outreach, Dr. Darren Conrad. The team was chaperoned by Grace Laplace, Senior Administrative Assistant of the UWI Open Campus in St. Kitts and Nevis. We'll have more local news after this break.
Everybody, this is Empress Liberty and I'm coming from St. Kitts. I want to big up NTV, Brown Hill Communication, and a Stitching Time.
Hi, I'm Purple and you're in tune to NTV. Keep it locked.
Welcome back. Staff at the Nevis Craft House have acquired an additional skill that is expected to benefit the establishment. Yesterday, US-based furniture maker and wood turner Susan Khan concluded a wood turning workshop with the staff. This is Khan's 2nd working visit to Nevis. During her first visit in 2014, she shared her expertise with local carver and sculptor Isaiah Parry.
Last year, we came to Nevis and met Isaiah, and he had a lathe. And he's a great carver and sculptor, but he didn't know the turning as much, so I spent time with him to teach him how to turn bowls and plates. And we came to Nevis Craft House, and I saw the lathe that was here, and I said, how wonderful it would be if I could come down here and teach the guys, and hopefully some women too, how to make bowls and plates that could be sold in the store using local woods that aren't imported right from Nevis. So I was here last week and we were getting equipment together and learning how to sharpen. And on Monday we turned our first bowl together and it worked very well. And today we're about to do our second one.
Khan says she would like to see more people become involved in wood turning.
I would really like to see Craft House emerge with having more products to sell in the store that more people can participate in. And so that the tourists have things that will fit in their suitcase easily and take home with them. Wood turning has been around for 4,000 years. So I'm very interested in bringing that cultural identity back and bringing some excitement to it and have something people can be proud of. And again, doing it with materials that come right from Nevis as much as possible. I want to get as many children involved as I can because they become better problem solvers when they work with their hands. It's also a wonderful activity for different generations to do together because it gives them a way to communicate through a product that they can look at and hold and be proud of.
Joined at the Nevis Craft House, Baden Mills was one of the participants.
I never made bowls from chunks of wood. So it's something new to me and something new to the craft house. So we're glad that she's here to teach us how to do it. So we're trying to learn as much as possible, and we are very thankful to have her here, and we hope that she can come again so we can learn some more of her expertise. And we hope that everyone here would take in as much as they can, because it's still a learning experience for me. It's not new in the late turning, but for some of us it's new from scratch.
Susan Khan is the owner of the woodworking studio Dovetail Wood Arts based in Pennsylvania. The Ministry of Social Development's Gender Affairs Division has launched an adult female swimming class which will take place on Sundays at Paradise Beach here in Nevis. Junior Minister of Social Development, the Honorable Hazel Bandy Williams, was part of the first class which took place on March 1st. She told us the objective.
So we have decided that this is a very good way to get persons involved with the sea life, number one, and for them to forget or to lose the phobia they have for swimming. And so we have engaged persons from the St. Kitts Nevis Coast Guard to assist us in this regard. We chose them because we feel that they have the expertise and they will be best able to teach our ladies because, as I said before, of the fear that we have. And when you look at Nevis, when you sit or stand anywhere in Nevis, any position you stand, you see the sea. It gives us all the more reason for us to learn to swim. And secondly, we can never forget the Christina disaster. And post-Christina, no one has really done anything tangible to mitigate the risk of something like that happening again or to prepare our personnel for swimming. And so against that backdrop, we at the Gender Affairs Division have decided to start this swimming clinic.
She then encouraged others to come out and be a part of the class.
I am encouraging those ladies out there who are interested but are still very fearful that they should come to the next batch, sign up for the next batch, and the persons from the Sea Coast Guard will teach them the rudiments of basic swimming.
The facilitators of the swimming class are Corporal Rollins and Private Phillip of the St. Kitts and Nevis Defense Force Coast Guard. Maritime Officer Nigel Williams is coordinating the lessons.
And this afternoon we are here to help our females. As the Minister said, most ladies have the phobia towards the sea. But after we finish this afternoon, they would say if they had known it was that easy, they might have gone a long time ago. When I got the invitation from Mrs. Libert, I, with open arms, grasped that opportunity to help to foster the relationship with the females on the Nevis end of things. We wish to have a good and pleasant time here with the females, and may all learn to swim as quickly as possible.
Among the 20 participants are Assistant Secretary in the Ministry of Social Development, D. Michelle Liebert, Director of Community Development, Janet Nisbet Maloney, who gave the invocation at Sunday's launch, and Gender Affairs Officer, Shelley Jones Liebert. And finally,
Synergy is ideally a melting pot of different styles or genres of dance, all fused together to create the different performances which would be featured on the night of the production.
That was Deslyn Williams Johnson, General Manager of the Nevis Performing Arts Center, NEPAC, speaking about the upcoming dance production slated for 8 p.m. on Friday 13th and Saturday 14th March at the Nevis Performing Arts Center. Williams Johnson also explained how Synergy was conceptualized.
This came out of our dance program, which was introduced in 2013, October. And the dancers from this production have been working very hard to bring this production to life, and they are indeed ready to bring this production to everyone, and it is hoped that everyone will enjoy and appreciate their efforts. These dancers are not professional, but they strive to ensure that, what they produce is to perfection.
She is urging the general public to support the production.
The general public is really and truly invited to come on out to this production. The production airs on the 13th and 14th of March, time 8 p.m. Admission prior for adults is $25 and $30 at the gate, and $15 for children 12 years and under.
Making guest appearances will be the United Boys Choir, Delhi Ranks, Nayala Daniel, Kenyatta Easy Warner, and the 2014 Mr. Cool Contest winner, Alfonso Henry. Meantime, Williams Johnson also noted that NEPAC has various other programs, including its drama, children's theater, and choir programs. The NEPAC choir will be featured at the first Nevis Blues Festival to be held in April of this year. That's it for this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. Good night.